Hello everyone, my name is Kevin and welcome to Classic Car ChitChat. Today is part 2 of the series we started in the last episode where we took a look at the beautiful 1957 Chevy Belair. So today we are going to continue our journey with the Chevy. We're going to take a look inside, we're going to go for a little drive in the car and I'll kind of explain to you what it felt like to be in that beautiful car. And we'll also go for a little cruise with the MG in front and the Chevy behind us. And we're going to do sort of a reverse camera thing. So hop along and let's go for a drive.
And you'll be amazed.
And this was originally found in California?
Yeah, well, my brother-in-law lived in California at the time. He had a mechanic garage operation, and I mean, I'm not exactly sure of the price, but he paid very, very little for the car itself because it was in such rough shape. Now, I'm sure he put a lot of money into the restoration.
I'm assuming the radio that's here has a cassette player, so that was sort of after...
That's aftermarket, but he has the original, but the knobs are original.
Right.
So this is a cassette player,
Yep.
and we've got lots of old-time rock and roll cassette tapes in the
vintage, yes.
yeah, in the glove compartment there. But he has the original radio if you wanted to put it back in.
What's the mileage on this car now?
Well, it says 22,700,
Okay.
but I don't know what you can attribute that to.
Right.
I don't know if he set it back to 0 when he restored it, and there's been 22,000 put on it since. I really don't know, because it sounds way too low
Yeah,
for the car itself.
probably. And really, I mean, John, you drive it as often as I do. Like when the weather is nice, you take it out for a
Yeah.
drive.
I think I average about 500 miles a year, and I've had it 12 years, so at the most, that 22,000 is like 6,000 miles of that. So it probably had around, 15,000, 16,000 miles on it when I took over looking after it, but I don't know that that's the true mileage.
I do love the chrome tips on the front there.
Oh yeah,
It just gives you that presence. It's
Well, I've
it's
had
just
people
beautiful.
I've had people describe the car as a piece of art.
Yeah.
Back in the day when they changed the model. Is this light here you want to turn at?
How about we go around the next light and then we'll come around through there and go back.
Sure. Comfortable or used to driving a automatic transmission, park is up here and the next click down is reverse.
Okay.
But on this car, reverse is all the way at the bottom.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming these knobs here are for the heater.
That's
correct?
the heater, yep.
So the original California cars would not have had that? They
If
would...
it was built for the Southern California,
Yeah.
they would delete the heater.
Okay.
In fact, I may be off base saying this, but I believe the heater was an option. In other words, you had to order it with a heater if it was going to another part of the country.
Would they have air conditioning in these cars or no?
Not originally,
Yeah.
but you could get an aftermarket air conditioner that's styled to fit.
To fit underneath.
Yeah, but I don't believe the original 57s had air conditioning as an option.
So more importantly, it seems to have a cigarette lighter, which I
Yes.
guess which is absolutely necessary.
Yes, it does. And of course, you can't do that with cars nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
You can take the key out and you're still running.
Interesting.
So the only thing the key is actually used for is to lock the transmission. In other words, when we get to where we're going, I can shut the engine off without the key, but I can't lock the ignition. In other words, I could turn the car back on still without the key. The only thing you need the key for is to actually lock the ignition so that nobody else could start it.
So Chevrolet were years ahead. This is keyless.
Yeah, exactly.
Keyless
They just
entry,
don't
yeah.
have the push button start.
That's right.
And of course, I don't know if you notice, How many would know to what that
what is
button
that?
on the floor is? That's your high beam button.
Interesting. Wow.
That's what you hit to put on your high beams.
Beautiful. And here's my little girl in comparison. Half the size. Thank you, John. That's
you're
amazing.
welcome.
So wasn't that an absolute treat? A 57 Chevy Belair, just absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna go for a little spin through Streetsville. So come along. I reversed the camera obviously, so now you're not looking at my face, but you're looking at John in the Chevy as he follows. The one thing you do notice in driving this car is that you feel the bumps considerably more. Like you feel everything, and I'm familiar with these streets in Streetsville, so I can kind of avoid most of the larger dips in the road, but every now and again I miss those, and you really do feel it, whereas in the Chevy it was so much smoother, really different, and the tires obviously make a difference as well. Again, technically we are in a lockdown, otherwise this place would be humming on the weekend with just people going for walks and families and just enjoying the weather. How you doing?
What year is it?
73.
Nice.
Older than both of you put together.